Hello viewers, welcome you all again in Rodit Creation. Today we know about the what is the motivation as well as we know about the motivation cycle. So in this video we will know about the what is motivation and as well as we know about the motivation cycle. So let's start. At first, we want to describe what is the motivation. Before then, we will know some example about the motivation. If the example also be clear to us, then the all definitions will be easy to us. So, suppose Bill is not agree to go his school. Since Suti don't like his school. Neil don't want to read book in his house. So in this here we know that Bill when don't want to go the school, the Suti don't like to go to the school, Neil don't read the book in his house, and always Akash always play football in his home. So in this here there are the four characteristics people are here and they have different kinds of desire. So in this here someone don't want to go in school and someone don't like to read book and someone always want to play. So in this here we focus that the people always do of their desired things. So in this here the big question is what is the reason behind this act of those people. So in this here we clearly describe that they don't want to interest in this particular matter. In here their motive is not sufficient of their desire. So in here we know about the motive. So what is the motive? Actually the motivation is the way of behavior. So in this here the people also act their word. So in this here they are act their behavior. So we are arrange their behavior and construct them and make him motivate to their specific work. So in this here the motivation is the innate force of those people. So we know that the every people has their mind, every people has their desire and their act of their desire. So every human being has some force of their mind and they also act beyond on this force. So in this here the motivation is clearly told that every people has a specific goal and a specific desire. So they are want to fulfill their desire or goal. So they always behave or always act or always force towards the goal. So in this here he want to his desired things and he always want to fulfill his desire. So in this here the motivation is the enforce or is a forcer or a booster types of innate power of these people or of this child. So the people if he want to anything of their goal oriented, they want to act to collect these things or this object. This is his motivation. So in this here the internal arousals also be here the motivation. So I think we have clear idea about the motivation. Now we know about the motivation cycle. So in this way we know about the motivation cycle. So at first select the child and who has some need, and need is the basic or basically desire for the motivation. So in this here if suppose a child has some need, so suppose he want a cycle. So in this here this cycle is the need of this child. So he want to be collect or he want to be buy this cycle anyhow. So in this here he also act many kinds of act, and at first he go to his father. He also told to him to buy this cycle, but in this here the father also deny for them. In this here he want to be open the another way. So he his drive his so in this here his need is a cycle, and he also acts to acquire this cycle, and he also act here is act is called the drive. So in this here this act is called the drive. He act any kinds of things, and if their act drive is so powerful, then he is able to get the cycle. So next is the after the drive he also act the goal oriented behavior. So his desire is a cycle, so he always a goal oriented behavior. And after that, when the child also go to his mother and told him to buy this cycle, the mother agree and buy him the cycle. So in this here the child need satisfaction was perfectly well. So in this here we focus that there are the at first we have some need, then we have some drive, next we go for the next level of the goal oriented behavior, and lastly we achieve the goal satisfaction. So in this I have a desire to buy this cycle, so this is my need, and how I get the cycle, this is my drive, and there are the goal oriented behavior in this here. I want to buy anyhow, so this is the goal oriented behavior, and lastly when I get this cycle, this is my need satisfaction. So this here the motivation cycle, the primary four factor is the number one is the need, next is the drive, next is goal oriented behavior, and lastly the need satisfaction. So class, today we know clearly what is the motivation and what is the motivation cycle. So this is the small topic of motivation, and next day we will know elaborative and about the motivation. So class, today I end this class here, and next day I will came here with a new topic. So take care, bye.